find a better like a lead. Sure.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom, brothers.
All right, we are Hebrew Israelites. We out here for another week to teach the downfall of America and to tell you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans of your heritage. All right, that you are the Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. But before we get started, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'am, Ba'akadosh.
double honor to our elders and apostles. Great millstone and peace and blessings to the elect. All right. Yep. Hey, so go ahead.
Hey, so we just gonna go off current events. Alright. So we just gonna go off current events. Obviously what recently just happened in Babylon is President Trump just got re-elected to be the 48, 49 president, 50th?
47?
That's how you know we're not in the world, man. But
47?
whatever president he's gonna be, that's what he's gonna be.
Right.
But we coming to let y'all know that Lord willing that Trump will more than likely be the last Trump. And there's a reason that his name is Trump, all right? And the Lord get ready to blow the Trumps, all right? The trumpets, all right? So, hey, America's on that, Trump is on that energy of make America great again, bring America back again. I don't know if you guys got them text messages or see the people that got them text messages, whether it was funny or not, they got the text messages about report to the,
racist shit?
Report to the,
I was working with a guy, my coworker, he was like, yo, I've been getting these texts. And my kids' school.
Yep. So it really was a text that a lot of people around the world was getting that was basically like saying the people's name, and they were saying, hey, report to this plantation for your job. You know, basically kind of reiterating that slavery is very well alive, racism is very well still here. Yep. All right, so with that, all right, you're going to see a lot of change come. All right, it ain't going to be all change for the better of America, but it's also going to be change for the better of Israel, the Israelites. All right, because according to 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, all right, Esau was the end, but Jacob is the beginning of he that believeth. So these Edomites, these so-called white people, they feel more empowered because their leader is in charge now. All right, they have a man who promotes racism, who promotes white people being on high. All right, so now their pride is even higher than it ever was. You know what I mean? You can't, these white people walking by, you can't tell them nothing, man. All right. They think that they not gonna ever be put in captivity. They think that they never did wrong. You can't tell them nothing, man. All right, but best believe the Lord got them in a chokehold. All right, the Lord got them believing in their pride. The Lord got them believing in the lies. All right, because at the end of the game, their end game is to be wiped off the mat. All right,
that's why in Genesis, all right, when it goes into the birth of Esau and Jacob. Right, Esau being the so-called white people today, right, the descendants of Esau, the Edomites, and Jacob being the father of the Israelites, because Jacob's name was changed to Israel. All right, and when you go into the story of their birth, all right, it said that how Esau came out first, right, and Jacob came out second. But as Esau was coming out, Jacob had a hold of Esau's heel. All right, which signified the downfall of Esau. All right, so Esau's up high and Jake is pulling him down, man, through the spirit power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That's why we come out here to prophesy this word, because although we ourselves are not an army, right, physical army, we're a spiritual army. And the Most High said all we have to do is prophesy against this kingdom, and it's going to start to crumble, it's going to decay. And then Yahweh Shah is going to come in and clean up, man.
Hey, and look at what the brother said. That was a beautiful allegory or symbolism in the scriptures, right? Because they were in the womb and Jacob was pulling Esau down. Yeah. So now, fast forward 2,000 years later, the only person that's going to pull Esau out of power is Jacob. All right, so hey, in the womb they was fighting, and now outside the womb they still fighting. All right, so hey, that was beautiful, man. That's the Lord.
Yep, that's the Lord. Yep. Let me get this shit going.
Yeah, no, I got it. Isaiah 14, starting at start at 7. Isaiah 14 and 7. The whole earth is at rest and it's quiet. They break forth into singing. This is actually when the kingdom of heaven actually comes. That's how it's going to be. But I got a point. Yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no feller has come up against us. talking about Esau being going up and come down. Hell from beneath us is moved from thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stir up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. They have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. Oh God, I got you. All they speak and they say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of the vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground with the weak of the nations?
And that those worms signify going into decay, right? Because when you have a corpse, right, a body when it goes into the earth, right, it's what's the word I'm looking for? But there's a word, compost, whatever. Yeah, it decomposes. Basically, it goes back into the earth, and the worms play a crucial part in helping that process of that, of the decaying, if you will, eating the excess bacteria and stuff. So basically, it's signifying that America, right, which is Esau Edom's greatest kingdom today. All right, this is the pinnacle of their kingdom, because you got Edomites all over the world. But it's signifying that their kingdom is decaying, right? So a worm is covering me, right? As we speak. Although to the eyes of the people, they may think that America is still great, it's a powerhouse, which in theory it is. But when you have the spiritual lens, you can see, when you have the eye for it, you can see like, yo, look at that system over there. Yo, that shit's fucked up. You know what I mean? A random person opens up a hood to a car, and they can't see nothing wrong with the car. They're like, yo, it looks good to me. But a mechanic, a seasoned mechanic, will open the hood and be like, ooh, timing belt about to go, no fluid here, fucking engine cylinder, you know what I mean? So the Most High is giving those eye salve to see. So we're able to see the parts of this kingdom and the society that's decaying. Whereas the people that don't know what the fuck is going on, they're the ones that think that America's still great. They think that America's going to go on forever, another 100, 200 years. These people are still putting money into their Roth IRA that they can touch when they're 60. And it's like, yo, you can do far better things with your money, but you're thinking that this place is going to go on.
I got you.
Shalom, prayer thumb, y'all.
Shalom, prayer thumb. Isaiah 14, continuing to 13. It says, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. And I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
Yep, because these devils, they think that they are the Most High. That's why when you go into their science and their inventions, and their different creations, it's all geared towards transhumanism and creations, because they want to be like the Most High. They want to they want to do things that disprove the existence of God. Right? That's really what science is. Science is really it's twofold: the understanding of God's creation, and also at the same time trying to disprove that there is a God. Right?
You know what? And also too, you also got to understand how the Lord fixed their brains too. Well, first things first, the Lord put them in a power seat, okay, for the end times. Check that off. And also, the Lord allowed them to get so many W's in a row. Yes. What do you do when you win so much? You start feeling like you're the man. You can't nobody touch you. Until there's one day, like it always happens, where in this case scenario, the Lord's going to bring down Esau to at his highest point, where it's going to be the most disaster. It's going to be crazy.
And that's why we were ultimately set out to prophesy against them, because we have to prophesy against these devils, or what? Our people will never know. Parathon brought up Matthew 24, 12, and 14. 24, 12 and verse 14. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, but he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then the end shall come. Exactly, because this gospel is preached to all nations, right? And the gospel is the good news, but although we preach, and we're talking to all manners of nations here, right? You got Israelites out here, Elamites, Edomites, Moabites. It's only good news to those that have the spirit to know, right? Which are the Israelites. But to the rest of the heathen, this is a very terrible and dreadful news. That's why the scriptures even say that the name of the Most High is dreadful among the heathen. All right, so when we say the name of the Lord, when we preach about the kingdom coming, all right, our people tend to feel good about it, but the heathen, even if you don't even say that the kingdom is only for the Israelites, just the very vibrations of the name Yahweh Shai, and the kingdom coming down and rulership is dreadful amongst the heathen. Man.
Absolutely, because their control or with their once free liberties are coming to an end. Because they do what they do.
Right. They think that all people should be equal. They believe in equality. They believe in inclusion. All right. They believe in equal opportunity. Well, guess what? That shit don't exist. There's no such thing. Equality doesn't exist, man. Not in the laws of nature, because you got a 6'5" man, 225 pounds, naturally gifted physically, and then you got a 5'2" man.
They're not equal.
And they're not equal. They're not equal. So let's just keep it real. All right, Shalom, Maria, Yahbashim, Shabbat.
Look at it like this. Look at it from a job perspective. It's seen on different levels that people are blinded to. Like, for example, if you or we go to sports, or not even just sports, but a person that's more highly qualified than another person is not equal. You're going to take the better and most qualified, stronger, and mentally capable person for the job to make more money in general. Right.
If everybody was equal, everybody would have equal pay, equal lives, equal cars, equal everything.
There would be no tiers of houses.
There would be no levels.
There would be no poor class, middle class. There wouldn't be none of that. Everybody would make the same money, pay the same shit, live in the same type of house. It would be like a robotic system. But guess what? That's not the world we live in. Even amongst the angels, there's hierarchy. All right, even amongst the creations of the Heavenly Father, there's a hierarchy to everything, man. But that's what these people are trying to produce. They're trying to produce equality and inclusion, thinking that people, so that's what they preach in the kingdom. That's what they preach about their kingdom and what they think the kingdom is going to be. And it's not, because even in the kingdom of heaven, it's going to be there's going to be levels, man.
Absolutely, yep. And shoot, just in little small excerpts, which we gotta get into it. But like I say, like our famous one, just proof of that is if you break at least
Matthew,
one of these.
what's that? Matthew 7.
Yeah, just probably paraphrasing. If you break any least of one of these commandments, you'll be considered least in the kingdom.
Yep.
Give you an idea, it's gonna be brothers and sisters higher than each other. It's not gonna be good. It's gonna be immoral, but it's gonna be a different.
Yeah. It's going to be a difference.
Jeremiah, going to Esau. Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, thus said the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. If the grape gatherers come to thee, will they not leave some gleaning grapes? If these by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, right? And his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus said the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
Hey, and that's going into the Israelites, because we weren't really supposed to see judgment and slavery and calamity, right? That's not what the Most High initially intended for us. But because ultimately, we went off and we broke the covenant of the Heavenly Father, all right, we had to go into these things. And then we continue to go down a cycle of rebellion. So now, that's why calamity has to come upon Esau, because although the Most High used Esau as the sword to bring our judgment, right, ultimately the judgment that we're in now, he went too far. Right? He stripped us of everything, man. He poured our men out, poured our women out. He taught us that we were something else that we were really not. All right, and that's why Esau has to go into calamity. And the so-called white man, Esau, what they do is they go upon the earth, rape, robbing, and pillaging. All right, they steal from the poor, to feed their own pockets and feed their own families. All right, they poison the water, they poison the food, they poison the air, all for total control. Because this is what they do. They sell you the problem, or they give you they
create the problem.
They create the problem, sell it to you, and then when you get sick, they sell you the solution. But in reality, this is the kicker. The solution ain't really a solution. All right, it's a Band-Aid so that you can keep coming back and back. And then a lot of times with their drugs and their treatments, they'll temporarily mediate the problem that you initially came in for, while causing another problem or two in the process. So then you got to come back to them for this and that, and that's what these devils do. All right, that's why it says that with the grape gatherers, would they not leave grape for the poor? Because that was our law when we had farm and crops to take from. When we reaped of those, we were only supposed to take up everything on the inside. We were supposed to leave a good portion around the outside for the poor, so that they could come, they could take and eat. You know what I mean? And that was our blessing to our people. But Esau, Edom will strip it bare and then sell it to you. Esau will take the water, take control of the water, and now sell it to you. Whereas,
even though it's free.
Whereas technically you're supposed to be able to have access to a spring and go to a spring, fill up your bottles, go to your comb, and then you got clean drinking water.
You gotta pay for water.
But now you gotta sort of pay for water.
You gotta pay for water.
That should
For
sound
somebody who
And
that sounds crazy when you
and
think
it's
about
illegal
it.
to collect rainwater in most states and cities.
Like, who bought the earth?
So
where
now
they start
they're
charging
going
people for its natural
they're going to
remedies.
penalize you for collecting what comes out the sky.
That's crazy. That's
Because
wild.
what? They can't control it. That's the economy and system we live in, man. That's why we need salvation.
Yes.
That's why we need to get the fuck up out of here. Because the American people are struggling. That's why there's so much fucking crime. Because people are poor. Poverty breeds contention, man. Poverty breeds destruction, calamity, jealousy, envy,
All
hate,
the sins.
all of the sins. But with content and comfortability, typically people are more relaxed and at peace. So people aren't. America is all about the hustle and bustle. You got people coming, beep, 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 beep. You mad because a car in front of you is driving 35 miles an hour, which is the speed limit, and you trying to do 50 because you're trying to get to a job that you fucking hate because you can't be late because they're gonna fire you. But if you get fired, you're gonna get evicted. You know what I mean? And
Might get 2 with 10. Arise ye in the park, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sword destruction.
Yeah.
That's like the best you're
right. So now you have that sense of rush. Everyone's impatient. And then now people take that same impatience and they apply it to everything else in life.
Right, though.
You'll be sitting in a line at a store. It's 2-3 people in front of you. And I'm witnessing this because I do it all the time. I see it. A person at a register might be having a little issue with their car. You know, shit happens.
Right.
Now you got people.
Like, they never fucked up.
And you just trying to bring out some fucking Cheetos and Oreos and shit and go sit in your car to go back home and sit on your couch and do nothing. And you impatient. But that's the America, man. That's America. Whereas you go to some of these other countries, man, they don't have the same problems, bro. People don't.
Hey, we was in another country and seen it, bro. We was in another country and seen how they operated and treated people and cared about. It's nowhere near compared to American lifestyle, man. It's just not.
They don't care about the things that we're forced to care about.
Exactly. The materialistics, the social status, the money, the height, the fit.
Right, they don't have all that.
You minus all that fake shit that this world told you to care about, everybody would be more at peace, man.
And that's the problem with social media that Esau created as a destruction piece. Right, what? Salaki, not Esau Edom. The Most High created the internet ultimately to get the truth out. But Esau Edom took the internet
Weaponized
it. And then they said, okay,
Stop the fix it though.
we'll go ahead and push false information, the false narrative, and at the same time, we're going to give these niggas social media so everybody is a competition.
and say their own opinion and
It's just one big competition. Everybody can talk their shit. Everybody can show off. Look at me. Look what I'm doing. Look what I got. And now you got people scrolling. I can't do that. I don't have that. I don't look like that. And now they depressed.
And so the internet was twofold. It was created to get the truth out, but it also was created to make it harder to find the truth. because now you have to have more discernment because there's so much truth out there that you got to really be spiritually inclined to be able to decipher between the bullshit.
Yep.
Yo, one key thing will be it'll be like say you stick with the truth. It'll be all the precepts you know broken down the right way, but the name of the
be different.
The name is Yahushua.
Yep.
And then he got to discern that.
And they got to discern that.
That
Yep.
shit crazy. It's hard. Yo, Psalms 58 starting at starting at 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stopped our ear, which would not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. Break their teeth, O Yahweh, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord. That's beautiful.
Yeah, because those lies that these devils push out into the world,
Powerful.
they're powerful, right? And if you don't have the spirit to be able to bear the lies or discern between the lies, you're going to be ultimately caught up and consumed in that venom, all right? Consumed in the poison, and it's gonna, and it's a slow venom too. It's a slow killer, all right? It's slowly killing you over time. That's why you got people having heart attacks in their 30s and 40s. You got people dying of heart disease and shit at 50 years old. All right, people getting arthritis at young ages. People catching dementia at 60. It's fucking wild.
That shit wild, bro.
60 is middle age, man.
60 is
The
middle
Lord
age.
said that the years of a man are 120.
Yep.
Roughly paraphrasing.
Yo, I don't want to get on topic, but I'm willing to bet y'all if it wasn't such fuckery out here and everything was natural like any other time in history, 60 would probably look like 30.
Oh, yeah.
60 would look like 30.
Or at least 50.
Yes.
No. It's 120s, 50.
No, 60 is middle age.
Like 30,
60,
like-
60 would be like 30 today.
Yeah, 30 today.
And then
yeah.
60 would be like, you'll be like 90 looking like how you would at
Yeah,
60.
60, right.
And then at 100,
Like Jones,
like
start
closer to
breaking down.
120,
Start
that's
breaking
when you
down.
start to see like people who are like 90 to 100 pounds.
Yeah.
That's how it would be.
That's a good
So
way to
basically,
say it.
everything you
60
see.
is kind of fairly young. You
50,
know?
60 is young,
It
bro.
is.
Like, you should
Bro,
be like,
bro, look at Mike Tyson.
Look at Mike was fighting in the
Tyson
ring at
was
about a 27-year-old.
and went 8 rounds.
That's real shit though. That's an example right there.
That's an example. So, not like I said, not to get off topic, but that just goes. That's going into the ultimate point that Esau Edom ultimately weaponized all these things as destruction to our people. All right, and now that's why we come out here so fervently. That shit locked right, young man. That shit not good, bro. And even that shit, man. That side of me bullshit, man.
That's a dude? No, that's a chicken. It's just
That look like a dude, bro. Whatever.
Can't tell.
Whatever. Oh my God! Anyway, Esau Edom set all this shit up as a destruction to our people, man. And that's why we come out here to tell you people so that you are aware. But y'all don't care. And we only really talking to you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans because you are who this truth is for. Right now, obviously, if you look like another nation, but your spirit just, you kind of cling to it, then it's very well that you are an Israelite. All right. So you gotta have that spirit of discernment, man, or you'll be deceived and you'll be lost. Like 90% of the people out here.
we probably good.
John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. So that's easy.
No. It's basically, I got you. So what's going on is that's for you Jakes, but then again, we on Esau predominantly because that's why Esau got to be brought the fuck down because they did it. The Lord set him up to have a slick ass tongue, and with that slick ass tongue, with the resources that he have in their kingdom, brought down Jake to be able to coincide with it. And it goes in Isaiah 30th chapter where they want to follow Pharaoh in Egypt for help. You know what I'm saying? So and that's their fault for being in a strong delusion that the Lord put him up to, but also got Esau as a vessel to be able to have that slick ass tongue. Remember the serpent in the wilderness was very subtle. It was very cunning, very clever. He can talk that shit. And then Eve went to the shit because you know he wasn't going to Adam.
Right,
Adam
yo,
was like, fuck out of here.
I could imagine the serpent probably came out the ear, some cool shit.
Cool shit.
Keep back,
Made it
yo.
sound real good.
Yo, sweetheart, listen, look, I just think, you know what I mean? Some cool
Yeah,
shit.
he made
And
it
she
sound
probably
real legit.
was handsome and shit.
Tattoos and shit.
Eve was like,
Never seen
damn,
this.
damn.
Right.
Like, yeah, different.
Never
Just
seen
a different,
this.
Right.
a different, like, damn, I ain't never seen.
Yeah.
You turn, so, okay, let me.
Right. That's why Esau got get brought down.
That's why it says through her we all die.
But
She's
that's
the
exactly-
first one to sin.
But that's what Esau does too. Is they manipulate and weaponize
There you
our
go.
women because
Right.
Because they know.
because the women essentially are the
Our glory, our glory.
are the man's glory.
Literally.
And no matter what people say, a man can't live without a woman, and a woman can't live without a man. We need each other. I don't care how much money and degrees you black women got. Y'all need a man because at the end of the day, y'all can't reproduce without a man. Y'all can't live safely without a man. The very system that you use, the money, the house, the clothes, everything you got was made and created by a man. But they take our women and they manipulate them and they deceive them into ultimately being against us. And then that's what Esau did.
Yeah, you see,
with the feminist
look,
movement. The feminist movement, he got our women as feminists. The number one culprit of feminism is the so-called black woman.
That got it from
Esau.
Esau's woman.
Exactly.
And remember, it started off. Started off with
but
some
the
shit.
thing is, Esau women are not even really feminists. But this is the thing, though.
Right.
The term feminism actually was really altered when the so-called black woman took it over,
yes.
because the concept of feminism was really just being a soft-spoken, secure, a good woman essentially. That was feminism. But the so-called black woman took it and was like, oh, girl power, independent, educated, paid, don't need a man, good by myself type shit, man. And they did that, and they utilized that against us. And now they gave us they gave our women feminism. They gave our women food stamps, WIC, health insurance, Section 8, all right, cash assistance, all these different things that they
don't need a
said.
man.
What's
If
the
you have a
qualification?
man, you can't get it. But if you don't got a
There
man,
you
you're
go.
good.
There you go.
Literally, that's what it is. And they
what it
limit you to where if they're going to help you get a house, they tell you that you can't make more than $45,000 a year. What does that mean? That means you can't have a man in a house, and it limits your value as a person because who doesn't want to always increase their money?
Right.
So that's what keeps you always enabled to their system.
Beautiful, right here. Isaiah 10, starting at 1 and 2. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Beautiful. That's literally what they got going on right now. It's literally talking about, that's literally why Esau got to be brought down. And what a most ingenious way to bring down a nation is through the damn woman. Because look about it. Our greatest forefathers, top-notch forefathers went down on some chick shit.
I mean, scriptures say it. Second Ezra, I believe it's Second Ezra. It might be or Sirach, where it says that men go out of their wits for women.
Yeah, bro.
You know, it said a man will go and slay a dragon
I mean, look at this shit we
just
see
to
now.
bring
Yo.
and all this shit just to bring home goods for their world. Man.
I actually read the. It's not in Judith. It's another book. Me and Per Thumb had ran into it. I actually went into the account of Judith, and it was true. So it was a little dumbed down, but it still was what it was. Brothers was really at war. This shorty really walked by and stopped the
Everybody
whole
stopped.
shit. Niggas, oh shit, killing in the middle of a stab wound, and they saw a chick and was like, God damn, that shit crazy, yo. That shit crazy. All that to say, man, man, that's why like I said, Sirach 25. I believe it's 26, 25, 26 is where through her is the beginning of sin, which we all die. You know what I'm saying? But this whole thing is still on Esau's perspective because they know how to weaponize
Right.
anything for their control.
Right, because ultimately our women were deceived, man. It's not really to go into to tear our women down or to say that y'all still the peak woman. At the end of the day, y'all are the pinnacle of beauty. Y'all are the pinnacle of royalty in a feminine stance. Y'all just lost touch with that femininity. Y'all lost touch with your nobility. Because y'all were deceived by Esau to think that y'all were all these things that you were not. And that's why he sold y'all harlot culture, he sold y'all thought culture, he gave y'all all these things and told y'all it was empowering. It's empowering for a woman to dress naked. It's empowering for a woman to be shameless,
multiple men.
to sleep with multiple men. All right, to twerk live on stage in front of millions of people, to be a prostitute and all these things, a stripper. They told y'all it was empowering, but in reality, it's degrading, it's shameful, or shameless.
And you can see that why. What's the example? Well, the so-called black woman is the least desirable woman in the world. This is a statistic you can look up.
Right.
When the least marriageable woman in the world is the so-called black woman. That's a fact.
And it's
you can look up.
unfortunate because when y'all at y'all peak, it ain't no topping y'all.
Y'all the standard when it comes to women, like the brother said. But because y'all went under the guise of Esau and you followed what Esau said, Esau put you on a pedestal, and now that made you the least desirable. But I guess you're a good pet to him.
Right.
I got something for y'all. Psalms 55. I'm gonna start a little up on start 19. Yahweh shall hear. It says, and afflict them, even he that abideth of old, Salah, because they have no changes, therefore they fear it not Yahweh. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were smoother than oil, but yet they draw swords.
Yeah. So they'll tell you that they want peace and they want they want to reduce the conflict and all these things, but behind the scenes, all right, they're taking information and plotting on how to come against you. All right. They'll say, oh yeah, let's denuclearize and let's get rid of all our nuclear weapons. You're on board? Okay. And then now the country gets rid of their nuclear weapons. So how many nuclear weapons do you have?
I got
Oh, y'all have 100? Okay. Yeah, we're going to get rid of all of ours. Meanwhile, yeah, these niggas only got 100. They only got 100. So look, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of a third of ours, which is only 1,000, but we're still going to have 1,000 left.
Let's make this make sense according to Psalms 55 that you brought out. So how can that be possible when Oppenheimer, which was taken by America in Operation Blue Beam, if you're not mistaken, in order to get scientists and gave them all type of citizenship and IDs and all social security numbers to have them over there to steal their knowledge to make what you call the atomic bomb. Then we the first people, so-called nation, to be able to use it with Hiroshima and Nagasaki. I studied this shit the other day. And also to control the world, which they did, and the Lord said it's going to happen that way anyway. Then the one thing that put us in power that America is so-called in now, we're going to so-called denuclearize, give them the one thing that made us in power, thinking that y'all going to do it, and then we're going to keep ours, and then also give it up. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, that's what Trump. That's what Trump said to.
That's some crazy shit.
I think the North Korean president. Trump was having. He said it on the Joe Rogan podcast. This was recent. He was like, "Yeah, I was talking to the president of Korea. And we were talking. He was like, "Yeah." He told me. He said, "Yeah, I got a red button on my desk." And Trump was like, he said, "Well, I got a red button too, and it's bigger. And mine works." See.
Yeah.
So
that's how you stunting right
that's
there.
how these devils
stunting.
rule and reign is with their weapons. Because Esau's blessing was the sword.
100%.
So Esau flaunts his sword, he flexes that sword, man. All he gotta do is flex that sword, and motherfuckers like, oh shit.
Hey, it's a thing in the streets. They say you don't want to beef with people that have more money. Why? Because they just put money on your head, get you out of there. So it's the same in Esau's world. When you get to a higher corporation, you start fucking with the big dogs, the billionaires, the trillionaires. It's so easy for them to get you the fuck out of there because they are the guys with all the money and the resources. That's why they can make all these deaths happen and make it look like accidents and make it look like, oh shit, it wasn't meant to happen. They die in their sleep by some accident. They can't determine it. These are just killings that are done at high levels by high elites, man. Right? If they want to make you never be found again, they'll make that happen.
I'll make it happen easily.
Whatever they want to make happen, bro, they have the power to make it happen. We're dealing with, what did Ephesians say? We're dealing with princes and powers in high places, man. We're not dealing with the guy you can see walking down the street every day. We're dealing with guys you ain't never laid eyes on. Yep. Guys you don't even know are alive.
Guys that probably don't even have social security numbers.
Guys, man. I was telling somebody this the other day. I'm like, the thing that people care about are only the things that the elites made us think was important.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they made the people believe that social status, followers, money, all that means more than following your true culture, identity, and power. They made that people believe that. But ultimately, I'd go even say that the elites follow the scriptures more than your average person. Because they keep their bloodline in rule. They keep their people in power. So Esau follows the scriptures more than the average person walking the street. And they manipulate it. They tell you the opposite of what they actually do. That's why they create all these laws and they never follow them. It's for keep you under subjection. It's to keep you in under the law. But the people that created the law, they do whatever the fuck they want.
I got something, y'all. Psalm 73, start at 3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. Real shit. It says they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. And that's that winning, having so many W's in a row will make that pride come upon you like that. And it says their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression, they speak lawfully. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, the waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how doeth Yahweh know, and is there knowledge in the Most High? Wow. So behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world, they increase in riches. Verily I have cleansed my heart in vain, and washed my hands in innocency. For all the day long have I been plagued and chastened every morning. If I say I will speak thus, behold, I shall offend against the generation of thy children. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. I have to agree with the brother. That's very frustrating to see some evil shit just balling, bro. Like the Monstars is winning for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, bro? They cheating like the motherfuckers. Stole power.
Stole power
Yeah,
and shit, and
like
then
that.
they flexing like it's there.
That shit crazy.
That's a good example of Monstars.
And it says, when I thought to know this, it was too painful for me, until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh and then understood therein. Back. And that's beautiful
heavy
for us because I can't hold you, us brothers, and in fact, you and you brothers had once questioned that same logic. When how are we on this side of Yahweh, knowing we in Babylon in captivity? So that was kind of like a good variable to kind of stand on. But we also consider the fact that you're so wicked and there's so much LGBTQ thriving, we're getting laws, getting rights, so much things are being glorified, and we on the righteous and they balling. And so when you understand, you start reading Isaiah, Obadiah, Revelations 20, Revelations 18, understanding that the Babylon gonna be destroyed by Assyrian missiles, chariots gonna come through, laser beams, take trouble. You know what I mean? Women all set up all high. So now, like, what's up with that? And the Lord gives you the fact that they're gonna be brought down low. I'd be like, you know what? I feel a lot better. Real shit.
It puts you at peace.
Yeah, it's like,
That's
okay,
good.
cool. Now I know what's the end of the situation. We can breathe and let them ball out.
It's like somebody that got OCD. They walk in the crib and how they left it isn't how when they return. So they go right to fix it. I fix it.
Right.
It's like with us. We're at peace because we know the end game.
Yeah,
we
the
know
end
that
game.
this shit is all going to end. We
Right.
know that Esau going to be put to sleep.
Yeah.
We know that we're going to be the highest nation. We know that the kingdom on earth is going to be ours. So that puts us at peace. That's why the scriptures say, you shall know the truth.
Oh,
The truth shall set you free.
Yeah, absolutely. And see, in that case, now that's the trueness of the free right there. Because now, remember, what's the worst thing that the body can take on? Stress. Well, that takes our stress away, knowing that the Lord got our back and what the income's going to be. So that's why the scriptures are called comfort. And it says Lamentations. I'm gonna go to 4 for the same point on why we don't give a damn. Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that which dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee, and thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. So the Lord even telling Esau that, yo, ball out. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you gotta do. Go to all your trips. Brother like to say, cash out your credit card. Yeah, look, bro, I'm saying that shit.
Backside your credit
Put your
card.
credit card out. You know what I mean? Do whatever you're gonna do.
Empty your 401k,
Yeah.
ball out, and enjoy yourself.
Because temporarily, at some near part future, which we're very glad to be in, the Lord, we can see the end times. We can see all the prophecies coming at a large end to indicate that we're at the end, which let us know that you might as well really ball out for sure, because you really about to go down on something real crazy.
I got that. Habakkuk 2 and 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity.
So destruction unto them that take up a town or create up a city, right? With blood, deceit, war. All right, so basically destruction. Because if you're going to take a land, all right, it has to be in order. All right. If you're going to take a land by war, all right, fight that war.
So you got to be done
You know what I
righteously.
mean? But don't sit here and do like the Esau deal with the Native Americans, right? Trying to be cool with them and yeah, we come in peace, man. Here, you guys are probably cold. We create these blankets. These blankets.
Chicken pox.
They say that niggas getting fucking polio and chicken pox and dying and shit, man. Because you couldn't beat them. You couldn't beat them head on. So then you had to create dirty tactics. It's different if we say, all right, we're gonna be at war and we're gonna fight, and then you strategize war techniques. All right, we're gonna sneak up, and that's different.
Then if you got that land, you wouldn't have been wrong.
Exactly.
You did it righteously.
But if you say, oh yeah, we're gonna pretend to be ambassadors and want peace, but in reality we're gonna stab them in the back when an opportunity presents itself. And that's what these devils did, bro.
They did, yo.
Because you know you ain't got what it take to take this shit. And it wasn't Lord given either. You know what I mean? It wasn't Yahweh given. So you people tried to create your own shit, man. Go ahead, it's probably more on that.
I was gonna get the unjustly.
I think.
Oh yeah.
I think it was more in there though.
Behold, it is not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Ultimately going into
Making them sin.
and looking on them in their time of weakness and vulnerability, man. You know, and
Making
then you looking at them like when they getting fucked up, you like, hey,
You the cause of it.
you the one who caused it.
Exactly.
Yo, man, yo, listen, yo, all you gotta do is, yo, bro, how much you gonna get count, bro? I got like $5,000, that's my life savings, man. Yo, bro, listen, I got a sure bet, bro. Take all your money out, put it on this, bro. I guarantee you. All right. And they fucking do that, and they say, you know, they can't pay their rent, they get evicted and shit, and now they fucked up. You like, oh,
It's your fault, bro.
it's your fault, man.
Yeah, that's some shit.
I ain't put a gun in your head.
I ain't-
Real shit, though. It's like, really, bro?
Big dog.
Really?
But he went through hoops and tried to get you to do it, man.
Yeah.
And that's what Esau do.
Man hit me with a for sure bet. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Esau do that with many things, man.
He do that.
Not even, you know what I mean? He do that with a lot of things.
he promised a lot.
If you want this job, you can take this jab. Oh yeah, you want to come in this joint? Yeah, you got to take these shots, this shot, this shot, this shot.
you know what's crazy about that is now they're getting smarter now. Now it's best to say 95 to 97% effective rate. So you might take the odds. But if some go wrong, then they still have the liability to be able to be like, well, I did give you 97, so 3% still on the table. So it is 3% chance to cut down, just so have a 3% happen.
You agree to the terms and
That's some
conditions.
crazy shit, bro.
That's some nut ass shit, bro.
It is more odd. Thou art filled with the shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and the shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
Yeah, so the very actions you take are as the things that are going to condemn you. And you Edomites, because y'all go out your way to see the Israelites in sin, because you know that when the Israelites come back to their reality and their truth and learn about who they are and start to walk in the ways that the Most High has set before us, you know that your kingdom is over, because the Most High then is justified in what? In redeeming us. Because that's what 2 Chronicles 7 chapter says, that when we come and we walk in righteousness and we are remorseful, the Most High is going to heal our land. In order for the Most High to heal our land, we got to take those rats out of it, clear out the Arab nations that's inhabited it, destroy America, take us out of America, and put us in that land. And then put us in a ruler seat, having all nations in subjection. And they don't want that. So that's why they go out their way to have you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans in sin. They give you all manner of pork and shitty foods, and they tell you that crab and shit is a delicacy. I don't know no person on this planet that enjoys shellfish more than the so-called black ones, bro. That's crazy.
That's some wild shit. It's actually very
like how
disgusting.
Esau lives with their pork. That's the so-called black people with shellfish.
And it's only good if you drown it in butter and fucking all the other shit. If you ate all that bottom feeder shit like with no season, it was
Disgusting,
disgusting.
bro. Disgusting.
Right, I agree with you. That's why sometimes certain foods that are disgusting, you got to dip it in chocolate. Keep it
real
close.
shit, yeah.
Like, chocolate was the one that saved it. Other than that, niggas not eating that shit. Shit not good, man.
Go ahead. You said you was grabbing something?
Yep, I got something. I got Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Yep, the wicked, all right, they inhabit and they rule of the earth. All right, so by process of elimination, I mean, what nation of people in general, all right, call the shots in the earth and has the biggest influence in the world, has the biggest military in the world, has the most military bases all across the world. All right, that's America, and it's ran by the so-called white people who are really the Edomites of the Bible. All right. All right, and they cover. That's why I said they cover the faces of the judges. Well, it's going into ultimately they hide the true nature and identity of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai
Of
and
the
the angels,
rulers of this world.
and the angels, exactly, and the Israelites,
Nah.
because they tell you that God is white. That's why they give you. They tell you that Jesus is God. So now you pretty much just blanking out Yahweh himself and just saying that Jesus himself is God and he's white. So now when people think of God, they think of a white man.
Image in their head is a white man.
When they think of Jesus, they think of the character traits and the image of Jesus that was put out in the world. So, but in reality, Yahweh Shai was an austere man. All right, very stern. You know what I mean? Very direct. All right, very assertive, domineering, if you will. All right, so that's the nature of our power. And he has a father. He always reverence his father, man. Hey, listen. You think I'm this?
I'm trying to do
Wait
all
till you
this.
meet my
It's
father.
big dog.
Wait till you meet my father, man. The reason I am the way I am is because my father is the way he is. So I gotta come in that image. You know what I mean? So that's what they do. All right, and then then they try to teach you that the angels are all type of other shit, man.
Babies and naked babies.
Yeah, and just
It's crazy. It's crazy. There's nothing scary about a baby.
Yeah,
But you read the scriptures. Some people saw that one of the angels and dropped dead from seeing one.
Exactly.
Come on, man. Make that shit make
That's
sense.
heavy.
Then the brother just brought out, the so-called, not even so-called, but the description of the Lord and His only begotten Son is clearly in the scriptures of what He looked like. I mean, you gotta remember, man. I love how the apostles talk about how when these brothers had saw these visions, they did the best they could with their vocabulary from back in the day, which was really lacking compared to what we got now. And he said, "Yo, man, the Lord was real glowy, and his skin was like." And he say skin, but he says that his body was like a sardine stone and a jasper stone. And basically, it was a gorgeous looking brown color. That's all he was saying. That's the best he had.
At that time in their vocab, that was the hardest.
They
word for them to
compared
use.
colors to actual stones.
Yeah.
It wasn't just brown. It was
Exactly.
jasper
or carbuncle.
You know what I mean? Or amber.
Amber. Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's the best they got. That's the best
That's
they
because
got.
colors actually came from the nature. Of
Colors came from the nature.
Exactly.
It wasn't
when
just
they would color,
created.
they'd get a red flower and use that flower to color and draw. It
Because
wasn't
now
crayons and shit.
what Esau do is they generalize colors.
Exactly.
Oh, it's red.
Exactly.
But then when you really go into red, oh well, it's
Violet red.
violet or it's
Scarlet.
it's scarlet or it's burgundy. It's mahogany. You know what I
Many
mean?
different types, yeah.
And brothers,
So-
brothers couldn't attest to that. Like my
Instead of just calling the color what it
Right,
is.
right.
Oh, it's gold.
or dark brown. Like what the fuck? He's like, yo, man. He's like, yo. He was like
Compared to something.
Like he was like what's it called? He was like
Vincent
bronze.
Bernard.
He was like bronze, but like imagine if you burnt the bronze though,
Fire.
like something like that.
Yeah,
You're right. The
yeah.
stem was like that. Like you know what I'm saying, that's the best he had.
Yeah. Because you gotta remember, like you said, like you kind of said, the colors were directly,
nature.
They were in the nature,
Exactly.
indicated by the nature.
Right.
So Esau, being simple, all right, he took those colors and just generalized that. Okay,
Right.
dark brown instead of like the brother. He at that time, remember, you were going based on what you knew.
Yeah.
They probably didn't see a dark brown stone
Exactly.
yet.
Good ass job though.
So-
So still did a good ass job.
Now they like, damn, it
Can I
was
compare
bronze,
that
but it
shit?
was like burnt bronze though.
Yeah. Yo,
So, what could be that dark?
Right.
Bronze? Yo, throw that shit
It
in
wasn't.
fire.
It wasn't charcoal because charcoal is
already
too dark.
already dark.
It was lighter than charcoal because it had a little bronzy color.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
I can hear John.
That's definitely
Yo,
right.
I can hear John. John was like, Well, he was like bronze, but then it's like, damn, brother.
Darker than that.
Well, imagine if he burnt the jaw.
Yeah.
It'd probably be like, burnt bronze. Yeah, it still was like
You gonna
that.
say
Burnt
that?
bronze.
Yeah, nah, that's real though.
He checked.
That's real,
You know he had some
bro.
swag with him. Trying to explain it.
Yep.
He's like, ah.
It's like, instead of saying his voice was deep, because that don't really make sense.
Yeah.
Deep voice.
Every man's
He said,
voice is deep.
his voice was like the waters, bro. It was
Like
just,
Vinny-
it was
Vinny
just waters. It was
in the
just
ocean.
vast.
And when the ocean
It was loud.
rumbles, it's loud as shit.
Yeah, it was
Like,
like,
yo, they did a good ass
Nah,
job.
they did do
Yeah,
a good
bro.
job when you go into it for real. Like, they were very specific on the
and they were
descriptions.
intellects too, because
You can
if
tell.
there's one thing about communication that a lot of men struggle with. I struggle with it myself. It's just knowing how to communicate, how to put words and be very articulate very directly.
Yes.
Directly.
A lot of us use like additive words
Yes.
and stuff like that, and it's
Yo,
real.
all right, I won't get on topic one more time, but pick this though. Yo, because Apostles and anybody with, I heard an Edomite earlier today talking about the colors of Revelation 21, how nobody really know the colors were until these newer modern technology days, and he did reference the fact that the brothers back then didn't know they were seeing. So you gotta think about it. When John and them saw this, the kingdom or whatever was going on, or just the destruction, it was like, damn. Well, Yahushua came through with his big ass shit like a mountain. And man, he had a weapon where it was like,
It was like,
he didn't even open his hand, bro. He didn't even open it up. He just
Nah,
was like,
shit.
he ain't do nothing. The big laser beam came out and fucked that whole shit up.
not even laser beam. You can't even say a laser beam.
They
No,
saying it trying to-
it was like,
Trying to articulate
it was
in
like,
your fucking mind. Like, yo, I seen some fucking missiles,
Yo.
but that shit like a fucking lion's head, yo. Like, so it was like lion heads in the air.
Imagine never
that
seeing
shit's
a
crazy.
Yo,
yo.
imagine never seeing a missile, and you see that shit, and you just like, yo, it was
is
like
that?
fire. It was like a tail of fire, and it was like a lion's head.
Yo, that's
Right.
crazy, bro.
And then you know what? When it comes to the atmosphere, it burned the tip.
Yeah.
So that's why he was like, it was a fire before it, but a flame that flame. He's like, I tell you what though. He's like, the earth was like during the Eden, it was pretty as shit. But when that joint hit, it was
But think about what we're
It's a
saying now.
wasteland.
Think about what. This how you know this
Yeah.
shit is spiritual. Because what is this really? Slang.
Slang.
This
Yeah.
is slang. And the Lord is able. The Lord gave us the Spirit to decipher His slang,
His slang,
or
yeah.
His prophet's slang.
Right.
Only the prophets are going to relate to the prophets.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you hang around certain brothers, you get accustomed to how that brother talk. So y'all fuck around talking, we be like, yo, remember that one John? We all know what that John meant in that instance. We all in agreement. Somebody not from here, you like, yo, that one John. You like, what do you mean John? Like, they're not going to be hip to what we saying.
It was just, and that's a beautiful segue to John 3.
Yep.
When Howard Shah say, yo, he's talking to Nicodemus. And they like, the Nicodemus, they was raised Israelites.
Right.
So the stories was passed down.
Right.
So they was like, yo, when Moses was in the wilderness
Right.
and he lifted the staff, it was like, yeah.
Oh yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
The same Son of Man.
Let your Howard Shah say that to a Moabite.
Real
Yeah,
bad.
you know when Moses was in the wilderness and then he lifted the staff up, they like, who is Moses?
Yeah, that's a bag.
Wait, what wilderness where?
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
When did we go through that?
And then as he lifted the staff, I don't understand. So saw the Son of Man be lifted.
Right.
Wait, what?
That never happened to us.
Come on, it's so simple.
You're right.
Remember with John? That's good. Yo, man, shout out to the brothers, man. The Apostles did say have fun with this thing, man.
Yeah, you got to, bro.
Man, God,
You gotta have fun with it, man. You gotta throw some jokes here and there, man. Because, at the end of the day, when you're in the truth, man, it is fun, man. It's a fun thing to know that your power is coming back. It's a fun thing to know that you are the top people in the world. This is all fun, man.
Every day in the truth is a good day,
Nah,
man.
nah.
And every
we
day
not-
in Babylon is a
we
bad
not
day.
stressed. The only thing we stressed about is that we not out of here faster.
Right.
You know what I mean? We content with where we at in life. We content with what we have. We content with what we know. We're just going to keep prospering and just being consistent in the Lord's work, man. And
I tell
hopefully
you
the
what,
Lord deliver us.
one trait that I can speak to, at least from my own personal perspective, is that this truth makes you a minimalist. All right, because prior to being in this truth, I used to be one of them dudes that I used to always want to have fanciest shit. I used to want the biggest house and I wanted to have like 10 cars, and I had to have like my crib had to be decked out with stuff all over the place. Now I'd be like, yo, for real,
Lease is better.
I could have like a little tiny home. Just make that shit
yeah,
cozy,
make do,
bro.
hey, I'm telling you, bro.
Make it clean.
right, huh?
You become a minimum, bro, and then you start to appreciate life
shit.
for the little shit, like,
Exactly.
and just knowing like, yo, I got clothes on my back, man. I got a change of clothes. I can wash my clothes and I can shower.
Yeah, that's
Some motherfuckers
that's
can't
powerful,
do that,
bro.
bro.
Yeah, bro.
When you think about it, man, that's love.
And then when I'm thirsty, I can go and get something to drink. When I'm hungry, I can go cook me some food. I got money, so if I don't got nothing to cook, I can go buy some food. Like,
Oh,
that's
okay.
luxury.
Yeah, we'll walk over to Avenue
That's
then.
luxury.
and the fact that we know what Babylon is now, we know what captivity is now. We understand the circumstance that we're in that could be very much way worse.
It can be way worse.
So we got this truth and this knowledge, and obviously what the Lord says, seek ye the Lord first, and everything else be added unto you. Now that's more this side and on the kingdom side.
Right.
Because by seeking the Lord now, ultimately, Lord willing, we can be a part of that number. We get delivered on a chariot that we really can be winning.
Yep. Psalms 34, I think it's 34, but it says, trust in the Lord, or like serve the Lord, and He'll give you the desires of your heart.
Oh, yeah.
We said the Blue Beam Project. It was the Manhattan Project.
Oh,
Hey,
I never heard of Manhattan
hey,
Project.
Thawada,
No,
Thawada.
it probably-
No,
'cause
Blue
it-
Beam. Blue Beam has to do with
The shit up in the
like
sky.
the shit up in the sky, like AI.
You're
and
right.
shit.
When I said that
What's high
shit,
jump?
that's what I was thinking.
Oh, high jump was
High jump was the
yeah.
was the Alaska shit. I think.
Yeah, like it was. Thawada, brothers.
Thawada.
Yeah, we can segue into the sufferings of this world.
Yeah. Could not be prepared to the.
Yeah, like we can segue into
Okay,
the
cool.
comparison.
Okay, cool.
And one of the problems too with society, like kind of going back into like what you brought out, Malachi 1 and 4. I think it's 1 and 4 or 4 and 1. 1 and 4. This is not your rest.
Oh yeah. No, Micah 2 and 10.
Micah 2 and 10. I don't know. I always get them mixed up every time. And then how you kind of had brought up. We were going back to talking about social media. One of the problems is people, specifically our people, fail to realize the luxuries that they truly have. Because the scriptures say in Sirach that the chief things for life are water, bread, clothing, and a house. All right? Those are the chief things, all right, for life. If you got food, water, clothing, and shelter,
That's it.
you're good. Because at the end of the day,
Anything else
is what else do you really need to live?
Yep.
You can drink water, you can eat to get nutrients, you got shelter to keep you safe and warm and whatever, and then you got clothes to cover your body. At that point, anything else in life is extra. So people fail to realize that those things are luxuries, and everything outside of that is benefits.
Literally.
You don't need perks.
Yeah.
You don't need benefits at a job. You need the paycheck. Because the paycheck is what you could buy your own health.
It's what
You could
sustains your life.
you could use the money you make from your job to go buy your own health insurance somewhere else. I do that. But some jobs offer the benefits of their own health insurance. So you got perks. Oh, and with this job, you also get free gym memberships. And listen, those are perks. But the luxuries in life are the things that the scriptures say that I brought out. And one of the problems with that is social media. If not the biggest problem, social media. Because I'll see shit on social media, like it'll be like I got a lot of like different shit on my joint, but we live in a society where everybody's talking shit about the simple things in life and putting down the simple things.
Yeah.
So dude was like, yeah, y'all cooking y'all breakfast 7 in the morning in your house while I'm eating breakfast on a private plane, on a private jet. And it's just like, so, but the thing about it is people who are self-secure are
Anything
like,
that means something.
nigga, that don't mean nothing.
Yeah, what does
Whatever.
that mean?
But the average person who desires to be rich and whatever, they
look up
looking
to
at
that,
like, fuck, man, I ain't shit, man. I ain't.
Right though, huh?
Meanwhile, you in a 3-bedroom house. Yo, this nigga, man, he drive a Benz, man. He drive a Lambo. Got this piece of shit Hyundai Genesis, man. It's
Right.
brand new, but that's the problem.
Right.
That breeds depression.
Yeah. The comparison. What they say, comparison is a thief of joy. Come on, huh?
You can feel good about what you got the moment you see somebody with something different
Better.
or better, or what you think is better, or what you think is better. then next thing you know, you forget about all that you got.
And then I said something along the lines of the brother here, talking about, just having they said real wealth is being able to live a life with the least amount of things that you need to live.
Right, to be a minimum.
You know what I mean?
Man.
So like the brother said, like living a good life isn't about how much more you can acquire and what more you can do. It's about what more you can do with the least amount you have to use to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's a quality life.
An efficient life is a quality life.
Yes.
Because you have, if the more responsibilities you have,
That's a harder life.
the harder you have to work to keep those responsibilities. Whereas if you just have a simple crib, you make it comfortable and cozy for yourself, you got just even with clothes, right? And I've tried to do this with clothes. When you go and look at a minimalist wardrobe, they focus on key pieces. It's like black tee, white tee, blue jeans, black jeans, chino, slack, and that's it. One pair of each. You only need one pair of each. You only need 5 shirts because you can make 17, 30 different outfits with that. White sneakers, black sneakers, and then your wardrobe is simple. You got, look at these women, look at today's standard. Oh, a woman needs a big ass closet because she has thousands of clothes. Why do you need so many damn clothes?
That's why.
Now, I get women are a little bit more articulate in their attire and stuff. I get that. So, but from a man's perspective, it's like you said, the more things you can do with a little amount of resources is an efficient life. Because now it doesn't take much thought or effort. It's easier.
That's why Matthew 6:11 in the Lord's Prayer says, "Give us this day our daily bread."
Yeah, give us their daily bread.
Daily bread is not just food. It's what the brother just brought out. It could be that shower that you was able to take.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That gas to put in your car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's you having one woman or a woman in general to be able to, support you.
Yeah.
Everybody get it?
So you see how you walking down the street, you want smoke, nigga. He told both the niggas, the fuck you looking at?
Yeah.
Fuck y'all niggas. Bro, that's what he said. He said, boy, he walking down the street. He said, fuck the smoke, son.
It's a demon.
Fuck the smoke, nigga.
And Jake, look at Jake taking his jacket off. Jake,
The white boy love it. He wanted it.
Jake emotional. Yo, this nigga said I'm a pussy. I want to fight.
To get trashed, to be honest.
I want to fight.
Jake gonna draw. Jake more sound minded right now. Jake more sound minded.
Well, white boy in his bag, boy, he don't care. It's 5 of them niggas. Still ain't standing there. Look, he walking up to them niggas.
Ain't gonna be good.
They jump his ass.
Unless
He walking back. He wanted it, bro.
either he's strapped or his skin is polio skin or some shit. Like he know that he touched me, he fucked up. I don't know. I made it up. I'm just saying. There's no way to worry you that confident.
They asking for it. Security guard. Same dudes that walk by a mom.
Yeah.
I wish the Edomite would have whooped their fucking ass. Yeah. Fucking Hamites over there, Canaanites.
Yeah, they be Hamites and shit. Yeah, they be all
scoffing like shit. That's why I wish Esau would whoop their
they
ass.
be straight Canaanites, man. Let me grab this precept prayer number.
We just was in Philadelphia, downtown.
Alright.
Every king I see, there's always something like this happening.
If it's like a major city,
Alright, this is Parathon brought out Sirach 39:26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing.
you have it.
The blood of the grape.
Blood of the grape, you gotta have it.
Gotta have wine. This wine make men glad, heart glad.
After a long, stressful day, you come home, drink some wine.
Chill out.
Sirach 29:21. This is the one I quoted. The chief thing for life is water, bread, clothing, and a house to cover shame.
Absolutely. You got that. See, you got remember how the Lord always want to encompass things. You know what I mean? In an umbrella. Like, you got water, household. I mean, you got protection. You got heat, water. You got shelter. You got toilet paper. You got something to clean with. You know what I'm saying? Water to be able to take a shower or even to clean other things. There's so many things you can do with those simple 4 or 5 things that can do with an umbrella, other things in general.
Bro, that's all the scriptures is. The scriptures is basics and fundamentals.
Fundamentals.
That's all it is, bro.
Real
The
shit.
Lord don't go into nothing super deep. It's like, yo, do this, and just keep reiterating what to do.
Right.
The Lord is a basic, simple man, bro. What did you say? He said, I'm not an author of confusion.
Yeah,
The Lord not meant to have two different things, and now you think it's super hard. And the Lord gonna make it to where it's like, all right, that's it. All right, that's easy.
See,
Like, it's simple.
Yo, here's another thing too. Christianity might mess up with the same type of style. Now, if you go in with that, Matthew talks about how if you just do these two things, it encompasses the whole all the commandments. Somebody simple-minded could be like, it's only just them two. Nah, if you love your neighbor like yourself, that means you're not going to kill him, you're not going to steal from him, you're not going to covet his wife, you're not going to do all the things that say you should not do if you just love him in general. So it's an umbrella of what he's trying to talk about. That's why I like when the brother talk about when Yahweh Shah came back. Yahweh Shah came back to make the law make sense. He simplified it, made it more simpler to understand because the dumbass scholars and Pharisees flipping shit up.
Making it difficult.
Yeah, making it too hard. Oh, your donkey fell in the hole. Like, bro, so you going to leave it there and not eat tonight? Like,
Yeah, facts. Come
big
on.
dog.
Come on.
What we talking about here?
You gotta be wise now.
Come on, man. That's all.
Yeah, if I leave my donkey in the ditch, it's gonna die. It's gonna
Right.
fuck everything up.
Right.
But it's,
It's
but
on
it's a
Saturday.
Shabbat, so you know what?
That's some
Let him
dumbass
die.
shit. That's
Like,
just,
come on, bro.
Or if your fucking kid run and get hurt and shit. Ooh, it's a Shabbat. I can't even do nothing.
dumb.
Come on, that's overrighteous.
Yo, you just gonna have to thug it out, man.
It says
Come on.
it's a righteous thing to do good deeds on Shabbat.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. You're not gonna help your young boy that
Yeah.
fell that you can control.
Yeah.
He a kid. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Even yourself, right?
Even yourself, yeah, it's something wrong with you, bro. Go get the help or whatever you need.
That's why we gotta get up out of here, man. This whole thing we getting into, man. We just basically like if you watch this video, this camp we just did. It'll give you an idea that we are really in this really bad scenario on a bunch of different topics. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? From different walks of life, it's like you can't be successful here. You can't do that good, do that good. And that's why we brought up like a 2 and 10. It's not our rest. So we're gonna do the best we can with the daily bread the Lord's been given to us. We understand our balance and the brothers increase in some way because the Lord wanted it to for a specific reason. That's for Him. At the end of the day, though, we're gonna keep rocking because we know that the Yahweh Shah is near to come back to get us out of here to put us in a better scenario than we need to be. And bro, I know I said brothers that Kingdom video.
Yeah, I didn't check it out.
Yeah.
yet.
I ain't checking it yet.
Bro,
I ain't
it's-
checking it yet.
all right. There's a lot of, but not something young banging Jones, but bro, that vid I sent y'all basically was talking about the stones and how the makeup on the king's gonna be.
Yo, he
Crazy.
wild, bro.
Yo, he on drugs, man.
He's about to sock the boy and just walk behind him. He was about to. He came up behind him.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all,
Well, he
man.
about to start some shit.
He's on the path of getting shot.
Yeah, he's gonna start some shit.
Somebody,
But you see, those are the type of motherfuckers
Young boys
that.
ready to draw a little.
But look, those are the type of people that a lot of people are just one bad day away from.
Literally, though.
That's the shit the
Nah,
Joker.
bro,
That's the
shit,
shit the Joker was talking about.
Right,
It's like,
though.
yo, most people are just one bad day away.
Crashing out.
And most people never really had a bad day. People are, I had a bad day today. What happened? Oh man, when I tell you,
Something ain't going
I
your way.
woke up this morning and my car battery was fucked up, so I had to get a jump. I was late for work. I got to work and then I went to go get the lunch and Honey Grow was closed for construction, so I had to eat. Like, that's a bad day.
yo, you think about it.
We sit there and go that
That's
way.
final destination in the brain. Because what that happens is it'll be this thing that hits you, and that's the one thing you want to deal with. But then that thing hits you,
Yeah.
and then that's drawing. Then this thing hits you. Next thing when you blow up like a bomb.
Right. But no, a lot of motherfuckers are like that internally. They just are
holding it in.
society lies.
They're
They're
holding
just so then when all hell breaks loose, motherfuckers gonna be insane, bro. You gonna have motherfuckers. You gonna have dozens of motherfuckers like that walking around.
Literally. Big too.
Bigger.
Imagine
Whoever
niggas
the
6'6"
fuck they
like
want.
that. And them people ain't doing that to him. 6'6", 300 walking down the street like this.
Hold
you looking at?
Hold up. But and strapped too.
Ain't strap. Jake ain't acting like that then.
That's crazy. Bro.
But that's what it's about to be out here, man. And if you don't got the Lord of protection, man, you about to be done. So you got to pray to them angels have protection over you, man.
Yeah. Yup, that's
Listen,
why.
they
Yup.
encamping around those who fear him. Y'all don't fear the Lord, man, so why would the angels be encamping around you?
Y'all don't do nothing. Y'all don't give no sacrifice to the Most High. Y'all don't put out no work for the Most High. Y'all don't even believe in the Most High. All right, y'all believe that what Big Mama taught you, what Pastor taught you in the church. Y'all believe in zodiac signs. Y'all believe in all this other shit. But y'all don't believe in the truth. And that's why when y'all go through shit, y'all feel it. It be the simplest stuff y'all be going through, you people. And y'all, and the Most High plague your heart to make a simple thing seem like it's a life, seem like it's the worst possible thing in life.
That's real. That's real.
That's really what it is. I feel like these people will go through simple afflictions, and the Most High will plague these people's hearts to perceive these afflictions as the worst possible thing that could happen.
You're Muslim?
Or like
they don't-
Egypt, like an Egyptologist type
Oh,
of
okay,
joint.
yeah, because Muslims don't do that.
Yeah, like an Egyptologist type of joint. Kemet type joint.
Kundalini type shit.
Yeah.
I didn't make that up, but all right.
No, remember the boy said, yeah, so I got it from. He said, yeah.
Well, we were
So they think they're deeper than us. They think they're higher than Israelites type shit.
Ha.
Like they came before Jesus. I heard of that doctrine. Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Wow, what the fuck?
Crazy. The original man.
Like we said,
Type shit.
the Most High makes things simple. The people make things difficult. You can tell the nature of something by how difficult it is, generally. Because usually the most powerful things are the simplest things.
Literally.
Like manipulating elements might be so simple.
But just think it's hard.
But because men, we just naturally make everything harder than it has to be. When the Most High teaches, yo, this is how you manipulate elements and create water. And you be gonna be like, wait, all we had
All
to,
we had to do was that.
like, we can't even think
That's
about
good,
it. But
because
when the Lord teaches, it's like, yo, all I gotta do is think about water, feel the, like, yo, it might be some simple ass shit, bro.
Right,
Yo,
man.
we're gonna be in the kingdom like, what? Like, that's really what it was?
Yup.
Probably would have felt like, probably would have felt like in the flesh could do it too. Just how easy
Just
it was.
from how easy it was, yeah.
Oh,
Yup.
shit. Like, damn.
But people get in their own way. People get in their own way, man.
I got it. I got something to talk about. What we're talking about. Psalms 19:7. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
Exactly. All right. So that's why Yahweh Shai said that his law is not grievous, and that's why Yahweh Shai came, because the scribes and Pharisees, they were making everything harder than it had to be. And Yahweh Shai was like, "Yo, bro, it's not that deep. Do this and do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. Simple. Live your life, bro." All right. But a lot of people want to make this shit life harder than it gotta be, bro. And the law itself is just a standard for morality and life. All right, what are your morals? What are your convictions? What do you base your life on? We base our lives on the law, statute, commandments, so that when we go out into the world and we make decisions, we make them based on, all right, how is it going to affect the brotherhood? How is it going to affect myself? Right. And then that's it.
Absolutely. And also, shoot, man, when you get to the know of this thing, it makes it a lot more simple and desirable, because we know it comes from doing it. You know what I mean? The kingdom of heaven is salvation. So we're ultimately going for it. So obviously it gives us a purpose, which I agree with the Matrix say. There's really no point of moving if you have no purpose. Like, real shit. If you got no purpose, you're fucked. We have major purpose. We have reasoning for all the things we do. So we like, all right, man. We know that dropping a vid on the highways and hedges, or having an arm with a brother. We know from the writ that the Lord is seeing that, and that's furthermore putting on the elect to potentially get us from a chariot. What the fuck else do we have to do?
Yeah, men of the Lord move with purpose. We're not just moving just to move. Everything we do is calculated. We're doing it for a reason.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're not just moving just to fucking move, just to waste time.
Right.
We don't have time to waste. You know what I mean? Time is our greatest enemy. I got this simple one. Proverbs 132. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them.
Yeah. There's so much foolery going on
So
with
much.
all the philosophies.
That's literally
and
what
things
we're
of
talking
nature.
about, though. We're literally talking about how simple this shit is, and yet y'all can't get it. But y'all fooling into the prosperity of the bullshit.
Right. That's
Like,
already
it's
that's an
crazy.
outcome of bullshit constantly.
Literally.
Like, for example, like each fucking president. Like,
Yes.
what the fuck?
Y'all
Like,
get
the
round
next
up.
one's gonna do something different.
Yeah, come on.
4
Like,
years,
why-
four years
yeah.
go by, same shit.
But why can't y'all all just be on the same accord? Whereas the we follow the law, the Torah.
Yeah, literally.
That's literally our guideline. So when you had the kings of Israel that come up after another, it's like, all right, follow the Torah, and that's it. And it's as simple as that.
Follow a man.
But you got these politicians and presidents debating over shit that don't have nothing to do with the economy.
Exactly.
You debating over what do they call it, women's body autonomy
Rights.
and freedom of choice and the Lord.
What does that do for men?
First of all, the Lord already said that abortion was against the law. So if you follow the script, if the standard of the world was the scriptures, you wouldn't be debating on this.
Literally.
We wouldn't be talking about a lot of shit. We wouldn't be talking about transgender rights
Right.
and same-sex
Definitely
sports
right.
and we wouldn't be talking about this shit.
I got some.
We wouldn't have to.
We wouldn't have to.
This
But
is,
but America and this world makes everything harder than it has to be.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 34 and 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. For my mouth it has commanded. Somebody hit. Oh shit. She got hit. She good? Alright, cool. Isaiah 34 and 16. Seek ye out of the book of Yahweh and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. For my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit have gathered them.
Yeah, and that's why we just keep it simple with the scriptures. Because a lot of people, when they come to seek the truth, they're going to all different type of books and resources and scripts, and they're learning this. And that's why, like, even like stuff like the Book of Enoch and Jasher and all that. Like, listen, bro, if it ain't in the scriptures, keep it simple. You got the 1611 KJV. It's got from the Torah, Tanakh, the Apocrypha, and the New Testament. It's simple, man.
Are they in the
It's
1611?
every
Okay.
It's literally.
Yeah, okay.
Some books. It depends on what 1611 you get.
No, the 1611 has
KJV 1611?
yeah, it has the
I'm
Apocrypha.
thinking you're right. It does.
Yeah, but in the
It's like-
pocket, is the Jasher?
No.
Oh, you're not.
They were found in the. I think they said they were found in the Dead Sea
Scrolls.
Scrolls. But you'll go ahead and try to read all that, and it's kind of like contradictory to the scripture. So now you bugging out talking about this other
It is
shit.
contradictory a little bit.
So, that's why it says none shall want her mate, bro. The scripture, it don't. There's no external resource that you need to go
sequel,
to. No.
None of that.
You literally just need the scriptures. Maybe you go read a little bit more history just to get a little understanding on stuff that was talked about in the scriptures and current events, and that's all you really need. That's it. But Jake wanted to go get into I'm gonna go read the book of demonology so I get a better understanding of the spirits and demons.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna go look into Kemet because I want to understand it and take this principle, and then I'm gonna read the Quran because I want to, you know what I mean? And next thing you know, you bugged out. Next thing you know, you a Muslim Christian Egyptologist.
Yo, all in one.
All in one.
Trinity shit.
Yeah, like nah, brother. You say the truth, brother. Listen, you want to know what the Trinity is? The real Trinity is Christianity, Islam, Buddhism. Nigga.
Master all that knowledge.
You master all three of them, you become one. It's a triangle. It's a diamond, nigga. Like, what?
Right, and they go off of that because you know diamonds are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like what?
We was put under pressure and we just made that diamond.
Oh, you lost me, big dog.
That's how Jake
Man,
Vito,
here you
bro.
go again.
And that's how you know we the original, man. Yeah, man. That's what we gotta deal with, man. That's why it says oppression shall make a wise man mad. Because part of oppression is overstimulation.
Yeah.
And that's a big problem with the society is overstimulation. All right, and that overstimulation comes in the form of knowledge,
Fuckery.
food, fuckery, sex, entertainment, all those things.
So much.
It's too much.
There's so much distraction. We're distracted out here, bro. It really is. It's so easy to just go with the wind and be wayward and just go into the world. It's so easy, man. It really
That's
is.
why scripture say that you have to be built on a foundation on a rock. Because if your foundation isn't built on a rock, when you go out into the world and you start to battle with demons and people, what you'll notice is your basis on knowledge and what you believe is not grounded in something firm.
It's true, yeah.
So that as soon as somebody come with
And test your shit.
with some type of disagreement, you want to be like, because you want to fit in. So you're like, oh shit, wait. So, nah, see, Jeremiah 10:1, they talking about Christmas. See, that's your problem. Next thing you know, you're like,
Right.
what, right? Okay. Next thing you know, you like, yeah, so I can celebrate Christmas.
That's how it is, though.
That's crazy.
That's how it is.
They ain't gonna fold that.
I done
easily.
seen it.
Yeah, you're gonna fold just that easy because again, when that wind come, a house is built on rock, Bro, the wind come, that motherfucker holding up. Like,
Yeah, for
when they
sure.
doing shit.
100%.
Even during like a
Tornado and
hurricane.
shit, yeah.
During a hurricane. A hurricane hit houses built on bricks and stone. Man, that shit, the hurricane got to be extremely severe
Yeah, like
to take that house down.
So 300 plus miles per hour.
But
shit.
those houses built down south, bro, they be in Florida. They be
Yeah,
built with like
bullshit,
aluminum
yeah, exactly.
siding and wood.
should come right off.
Come right off.
Yeah, brick houses are rare now.
You don't really see brick houses too much.
Yeah, you don't really
You
see
see them up here in the inner cities and
Yeah.
shit. Like most Philadelphia homes are made out of brick and
Yeah,
stone.
like at my crib.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
most of them row homes built out of brick and stone. Them motherfuckers are sturdy.
Yeah, sturdy.
But when you go into these suburbs, these houses they built in the 30 days, they built in the 5,000 square foot house in 60 days.
Be like recycled trash cans.
Yeah.
Recycled fucking aluminum cans
Yeah.
and shit. Like, come on, bro.
You come in huff and puff and blow that house down.
Same thing with the cars, though. Look at the old cars. You get
old-
in an accident with an older car, your shit ruined compared to these newer cars.
Right. Well, because these are built, they're built out of
It's like
aluminum.
fake
It's
yeah,
like
exactly.
aluminum fiber.
Like,
Yeah.
Purple Haze was a 94 Honda Civic.
What was that made out of?
Steel.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. Steel
fucking that
was
joint
fucking
up.
foil.
You looking like a 1970
Like, come on,
Mustang.
bro. Steel.
The whole body was steel. It's heavy. You can get into an accident with that with no
Scratch
seatbelt,
that shit.
and that shit just
Together.
together.
Firm.
You got the car and be like, you good? You good? Good? I get it painted tomorrow. All right.
They shit
Nowadays,
ruined totally.
somebody tap you 5 miles an hour.
Yeah, that
then
shit-
it the fuck
yeah,
That shit
No
crazy.
shit, though.
airbag coming out. You fucked up.
Yo, real shit on some on quick testimony. I went to go have this lady out with Purple Haze one time, right? I went on a hill probably like this steep, and I put the car. I forgot the car was a neutral, and you got to put it in park. So I got the car to go help her, and forgot to put the e-brake on, and that joint came, bro. It had to been like from like right here, and the pole was right there. I promise y'all, bro. Purple Haze rolled all the way back. I said, "Oh damn!" Boom! I went to the back of the joint and said, "Oh shit, it's cool." It's cool.
Fine.
Yeah, it was cool.
But if let that have been one of these new cars,
Would've been trash.
your whole bumper
Yeah, it
would
rolled
have
right back.
Would have been ruined.
The lady was like, "Ooh, is it okay?"
Yeah.
I was like, "It's all right," because I went to help her on some Polaroids inside
Yeah.
shit.
But to circle back, so when your foundation spiritually and mentally is built upon something weak, like sand, you know what I mean? Just as an example, when you're not really rooted in its truth, you don't really believe it. You just in it because maybe your significant other is in it, or your best friend is in it. So you like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm rocking with you. But then when you get tested, and that first little resistance hits you, it's like, oh, shit.
What do I do?
What do I do? Wait.
I don't know enough.
So then you cooked after that,
Yeah, you
man.
cooked, right.
Your whole family coming up against you. So what? So how do you? So what's this and
You don't
this?
celebrate Christmas? Why not?
And you just like,
That's what.
and then you back in the world because
Then
you
back-
want to fit in.
You got
'Cause now you got your
bullied out of the truth.
right. You got your first taste of being hated
Advocacy, exactly.
for the
At
truth's
first-
sake.
Yes.
And you didn't really reckon. That's why one thing I appreciate the brother John and them when we first came in. They said this. He said, "Yo,
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna let y'all know now. When y'all cross over to the,
standing right over there.
you cross over. You put your hand on this plow. That Sirach 2, you make yourself a prey and get ready for temptation and being hated. And they told us about all that. They say, yo, you ready for that? It's like, 'cause that's going to happen.
That's good.
It's like, yo, this truth ain't going to be all pretty, man.
Yeah.
It sound good because you just learning and we telling you all the benefits.
Yeah.
But yo, when you really in this joint, bro, it's dark days, man.
Dark
Cold
days.
nights.
Yeah, cold nights. Yeah.
And you like,
8 years ago.
and we say, yeah, fuck it. And we here,
Oh,
man.
yeah, all right.
And now we like, somebody can say, yeah, I don't believe you. Okay.
All right. That's cool.
I don't believe that. Okay.
All right.
That's on you.
But that shows you the seasoning and mature, bro.
yeah.
I
That's
tell
the Lord,
you
man.
what. Off the strength, anybody would have to admit. Even my pop was saying this. I told him the benefits and like I kind of went a little deeper with spiritual bodies, spiritual power, all the different little joints, whatever. I ain't gonna lie to you. Can't say he believed it at the time, but he did do this. Damn, that do sound fucking awesome. It sound awesome. Like it sound crazy.
That's good.
With the honey part of scripture was
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying.
unbelievable,
Yeah.
but it's like wow.
But then you say, but yeah,
Then
but,
the sour
but,
part
but then you
comes.
say, but before,
this,
but
got
before
this.
to get that, you gotta put off this and you gotta give up that, and then you're gonna be mocked and hated, and then when all hell break loose and this and this and this, and you gotta get through nuclear missiles, they like, yeah, I don't know, I'm good, man. But you gotta tell them, but look, Jacob's Trouble missiles, that shit gonna happen anyway.
Yeah, literally.
And if you don't do these things,
Which side you
you're
gonna
not
be on?
gonna be protected.
Yeah, which side you gonna
So
be on?
you better off doing these things now so that you can be protected. But they don't have no faith, so they don't believe it. So they be like my pop, they'll be like, nah, fuck all that. Ain't nobody fuck with America.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody fucking with America.
Crazy,
That's what he
bro.
said. Ain't nobody fucking with
Nobody
America.
fucking with Esau. That's crazy, bro. Man.
Yo, my dad also was one of them dudes that grinded all his life, and he came from poverty. He grinded.
He put too much time,
He
too much
established.
work in.
He established himself to be a
Yep.
very well-off, high-end, high-volume type of
A
man.
man like that, not gonna
And he
believe
got
it.
so much possession. My dad might not own a lot of shit, but my dad got money in the bank and investments. So when he retired, if he want to ball out on sports, he can do that because he worked 30 years overtime every week, just saving money. Imagine if you saved 80% of your money for 30, 40 years straight. It don't matter if you only make 50K a year, but imagine if you save 20K a year for 30 years. You up. So that's the type of dude my dad is. He didn't make a whole lot of money. He made good money,
very good with
but
his
he
money.
was very good with his money for
Very long time.
decades. So now he like, when I retire, nigga, I'm retiring a millionaire. So he can't give that up because he put all that work in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a lot of reason why the people can't come to this truth or accept it.
Right.
There's too much time, too much investment.
Too much investment.
It's like, why would I want to hear that shit? And I just put 40 years and I want to go enjoy my labor of 40 years of work. I don't want to
Exactly.
hear that this shit about to end in 5 years.
Right. It's
That's
going.
real.
And what you trying to tell me? The world is going to come to shit when I retire?
Exactly. Yeah, they don't want to hear that.
that.
Nah, I don't believe that. I don't want to believe that.
I'm not going to be able to travel and do all it.
Nah, I don't believe that. Yeah.
And we're this Ciroc too, and straight to the point.
Deep.
It's Ciroc 2:14. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you? That's straight to the point with that. There's a lot of brothers talking about they might hear the little glory. And matter of fact, we know brothers who be in it for a little minute, thinking that things are going to happen in a timely basis for them, and they don't. And then that's when he be like, you know what, man, I've been rocking out for a while. Ain't nothing shit gonna happen.
They dip out. That's
What
crazy.
they say the Lord had fell asleep on the throne.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, man, ain't nothing happening, man. I thought the world was going to end.
thought I was gonna
I thought
come in and
COVID.
preach.
I thought COVID was it.
Yeah.
It's 2024. Man,
Going back to the world,
Going back to
man.
the world, man. My homies, man, in the world, man. They was. Man, fuck it,
Checking
bro.
these
I've been
stories. They
missing
having
out.
more fun than
I've
me.
been missing out, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm missing out, bro.
that's crazy, bro.
They get like that.
That's crazy.
That's reality.
Hey, I be telling brothers, man, I told these brothers, hey, the Lord himself, Yahweh, could come down, look me in my face, and be like, yo, I'm not real. And I still believe it.
Yeah, real shit.
Because I'm going to think it's a demon.
That's how deep, like, you can't convince me out of this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yahweh himself could look me in his eye and be like, yo, bro, I'm not a real God.
But
and I'll be like,
But the thing is, though, you got
I don't
knowledge,
believe
so
that.
you would know that
Yeah.
this ain't Yahweh.
yep.
Because
Yeah.
Yahweh's not a man that he should lie.
Yeah.
So we have not. That's why I
Yeah.
said wisdom and knowledge.
Yeah.
That's why I says.
Ability.
So if you see something, yeah, I'm Yahweh. I'm not real. You like,
Fuck out of here, man. But somebody that ain't like seasoned in the world, man, they're gonna get got for that.
that's
man.
why it says that. Man, in fact, we're gonna end with that. Great, man, for 24/7 days be shortened. Yep, we're gonna.
You know what?
But that's why I tell
That's a good
brothers,
one.
understand that every little thing you do in this truth, man, all your lessons, all the highways and byway days, all the readings you do, all the videos you do, all that's going to add up for your most important day, which we call it the day of the Super Bowl, and it's going to be the day that you perform or you fold. It's all adding up for something. So take all these days and lessons and make sure it's worth something, because in that day when you need it the most, you're gonna hope and pray that all the work you had did adds up to be to deliver you and not to destroy you. So all this shit is really important. The small steps, the process of being consistent. You know what I mean? It might be days you don't feel like doing the truth. It might be days, you know, it was a bad day, you're mentally not in it. But understand, them 10 minutes was gonna go by no matter what. So you can do the 10 minutes of doing the Lord's work, or you can do the 10 minutes of you being in your phone. But at the end of the day, it's gonna add up to something. Understand that?
Yep. Hey, just to testify on that, bro. Today, I had a long week of work, right? And then even worse, I had a long ass day yesterday. Cause some shit happened Thursday night. I ain't really going to some demonic shit happened to me at night. But Friday I had a long ass day at work, and then today I woke up and I just was like, I was in a slump all day today. I didn't do shit all day. But then it was time to come to camp. I had to get up and I just was, physically I wasn't there. So then that kind of affects you mentally. So I'm just like, but then as soon as I got on the line and after a few minutes the spirit kicked in, now I'm like, my spirits is back up. So now that joy of just not even just the truth, but just my walk is back. You know what I mean? Because that's how it's going to happen. That's the balance of the Lord. You're going to have moments where your spirits are low and then when your spirits are high. But the key is that this is where virtue comes in. When you do shit that you don't want to do because you need to do it. Because some days you're going to want to go to the gym. And then some days you're not going to want to go to the gym. But you know that you say, yo, my gym schedule is this and this. I don't feel like going to the gym. But guess what? I'm going to the gym. Same thing comes to the truth. Yo, man, you might not feel like going out. You might be in the crib chilling. And you like, damn, I got to go to camp. You like, comfortable, cold and warm. It's cold outside. You know what I mean? You might be in the crib with your shorty, your kid, with your kids. And you like, damn. Even though I'm only gonna be out for like 2 hours, but still.
Just getting up and doing it.
Bro.
But then you get out, you actually.
And then when you get here, you feel like, yo, I'm
happy.
I'm glad I didn't fucking miss. You know what I mean?
I know. Then you can go home and really
feel
be
accomplished.
And feel accomplished.
Yes.
Then you can really be like, yeah. You know
Put the work in. You feel like you did something. You know what I mean? You feel like you did. That's how I feel like I did something, bro.
Right.
So I feel like I can go home and drink and do what I want because I feel like I put the work in that I need to put in. I can go enjoy myself, man. That's the balance, man. Put the pain in, put the work in, and then enjoy yourself. Yep. It can't be all pleasure, no pain. It gotta be pleasure, pain, pleasure, pain, pain. And you gotta keep that duality in balance. Yeah.
Love that.
What you want to,
No, is it 24? It would age be shorter.
Yeah. Matthew 24 and I'm start at 20. Matthew 24 and 20. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be.
Yep, and we're coming into that time of tribulation. Although we have not reached the peak of that tribulation, I do believe that we're in a time where it's building up to that climax, to where it's that worst time in history. But when you look around, we are definitely trending towards that time of where the world's probably at the most crime it's ever been, inflation's at the highest it's ever been, people are the most oppressed they've ever been, right? So we're coming into that time.
Verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Yeah, so these days have to be shortened, and the kingdom has to come quickly because the Most High knows that if He doesn't, a lot of the people the elect could very well, even though it's not going to happen, but the elect could potentially grow weary and get deceived. And Esau could come out with some very believable shit and deceive the elect.
And the Lord knows when that time will be. It's like, nah, I ain't passing this point.
Right, exactly. So for the elect's sake, these days must be short. All right. So we're gonna end it there. Lord willing, you were edified. The water to the brothers and sisters that was on the comment board. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Baha'u'llah.
Double honors again to our elders and apostles. Peace and blessings to the elect. Destruction to Babylon, Abba Ball.